also known as Christ I am disciple. What you need is more the boxing side of me. But when it comes to movies, when it comes to Christianity, when it comes to just sharing everyday stuff, this is the channel for it. It's Christ I am disciple. All right. You see the title. The title is Black Adam will not be undermined by me. Okay? I'm not going to tell people, boycott Warner Brothers. I'm not going to tell people cancel Black Adam like I'm seeing some people online do. I'm not going to name names. They're free to do whatever they want. But me, I'm not going to do that. If I feel interested in seeing Black Adam, I'm going to go see it. And that's that. Everybody has a right to choose what they want to do. Just want to go into something here, and then after that, we can do what we want to do. Unto the angel of the church in Sardis, tell them that these things said he who holds the seven spirits of God and the seven stars. I know your work. I know you. I know that you have a name, and that you live, and that you are dead. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain, that are ready to die. For I have not found your works perfect before God. But remember what you have received and heard. Hold fast to that. Change your direction. And if you don't watch, I will come as a thief, and you shall not know what hour I come upon you. All right. It says you live, but yet you're dead. It says be careful to make sure that the things that are dying, that they live. Stuff from the beginning. All right, let me break it down. Let me break it down, because this is a proverb. It's a deep saying. It does apply to Christianity, but it applies to us in the Restore the Snyderverse group. I was there when BVS didn't get a fair shake. Critics were bashing it, even before the movie even came out. Months before the movie came out, people were bashing it, saying it will fail, it will fail, it will fail, it will flop, it will fail. And I'm seeing the same phenomenon with Black Adam, and I'm going to explain to you why this phenomenon is happening. It is because of fear. There are some people in the Restore the Snyder Cut movement who are afraid that if Black Adam, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Black Adam, is successful, that somehow Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will take over DC and we will not get the Snyderverse restored. All the other projects will be scrapped and they'll just focus on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. If that movie does astoundingly well and breaks $1 billion, it's not changing the plan that David Zaslav has. Let me let you guys know that and make it short about that. Okay? It's not changing anything. If anything, it will strengthen the plan, because then that will be the next $1 billion project. Okay? And here's the thing. Aquaman broke $1 billion. Now, some people will say, well, then it would have been successful. It would have shown that Hamada's verse was successful. Who cares? Good for Hamada. He gets a win. But at the end of the day, we all know David Zaslav and they are reworking Black Adam to make sure Black Adam is on point. So they will have to get credit as well. All right? All I'm saying is that I'm not going to sit here and undermine Black Adam when I saw so many people undermine BVS back in the day. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, people. I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm not going. That was my movie, and it never got a shot. Before it got into the cinemas, people had their minds made up about it. Okay? And the hate that was coming to it. I'm not going to do that to Black Adam. I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of person. I can tell you I'm not interested in the movie, but as I look at it more and more, I'm beginning to realize this is going to be a good movie. It's going to be a solid movie. And from everything I'm hearing in the background, the reshoots and David Zaslav and what they did, Black Adam is a self-contained movie. We may not get Henry Cavill in the actual movie itself, but I do believe maybe post-credit we will see either Henry Cavill in post-credits, or we may see something of Henry Cavill maybe. Maybe. Who knows? But I'm not counting on that either. I'm not. My desire to go into the cinema and see Black Adam is based on, let's see if the tone of Black Adam is different to the tone of, say, Shazam, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 84, even Aquaman. Is it going to be a much more serious tone? Black Adam's story is a tremendous story. It's a devastating story. So and for a guy to be an anti-hero, for someone to be villainous and at the same time could be, sometimes switches over and becomes heroic and does heroic things, means that Black Adam very possibly could be, what we want to see in DC. The Rock might just deliver that. And here's the picture that a lot of Snyderverse fans are not seeing, who are condemning and going in on The Rock with every statement he makes. Which, for the most part, to me, is good statements he's making. He said he didn't want Black Adam to mix with Shazam. If you look at the tone of the Shazam movie, Black Adam's tone is nothing like Shazam's tone. And when we see the movie in cinemas, I have a strong feeling, if I give the movie a chance and I give the story a chance, I have a strong feeling that Black Adam is going to prove Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson right. Okay? Now, yes, Jeff Johns had a role to play in Black Adam. Jeff Johns, he's very proud of it and whatever. I don't really care. Okay? Jeff Johns had a role to play in Wonder Woman movie, Patty Jenkins' first Wonder Woman movie as well. Alright, he kind of botched up a certain part of it, but for the most part, he wrote it. Jeff Johns was the guy that wrote the script for Justice League 2 and 3. Jeff Johns has been involved in DC. Do I want to see Jeff Johns in anything? No, not really. I don't want to hear his suggestions mostly, but or him manipulating or controlling things in DC. But at the same time, understand that has nothing to do with the movie. You have to go in the movie and judge it on the merits of itself. And if it's good, you have to say it's good. It's like Matt Reeves' The Batman. I don't expect Matt Reeves' The Batman to be a poor movie, a bad movie, a substandard movie. So when people are praising Matt Reeves' The Batman, cool. I didn't go see it. But that's based on principle with what happened to Ben Affleck. Okay? When it comes to the other DCEU movies, I wasn't enthusiastic about them either. The difference with Black Adam and why I'm probably going to see is because David Zaslav and they have taken over. We have a new administration. I want to see what that new administration was able to do with Black Adam, or so that The Rock could get his vision and put his vision out there. And let me say something. One thing you cannot fault The Rock with, and even the Black Adam costume, that man is in impeccable shape. He's in impeccable shape. And the way how he's moving, I gotta see Black Adam. I'm sorry. I gotta give this movie a chance. I have to. If I say that I'm interested in movies, I gotta watch this movie. I have to. I was interested in it before, and my interest is growing incrementally every day. And as I talk to you guys, I'm kind of feeling more interested about it the more I think about it, because this is an expansion of the DC universe. This is what Zack Snyder wanted. Zack Snyder didn't want to direct every single DCEU movie. He wanted the directors to go in their own direction with the movies. And now that that Mr. Hamad is almost out the door, I got to show my love to Shazam. The first Shazam movie, I got to go back and watch that, because what you guys don't realize is all of this is going to play into Justice League 2. I want you guys to think about what I'm saying. These extra characters that are presenting themselves and their worlds, they only add, they only create more. They give more to Justice League 2 whenever that comes out. Whatever it's called, probably Final Crisis, I feel. But whatever it is, it's going to make the shebang even better. Because Zack Snyder scrapped that old plan. He scrapped it. And remember, Shazam was supposed to come in the original lineup of movies. The Flash was supposed to come in the original lineup of movies. And possibly Black Adam was supposed to come after Justice League 2. Or 1. After Justice League 1, I think. Whatever it is, I can't remember. My point anyway is, Black Adam was rostered in the original DCEU lineup. And remember, think about this. The Rock been Black Adam since 2008. He is overhyped to show this character. He's going to be putting his all into it. I hear some people say he doesn't have that Egyptian accent and he don't have the pointy ears. I'm like, what are you guys you guys are so picky. You're picking at things. Let's see the story first. Let's see the story first. Let's get this. Stop trying to destroy something that hasn't even come out yet. You don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what it's going to be. The trailers didn't impress me either. Okay? I definitely didn't like the jokes. Okay? So hopefully that informs them to have a much more serious cut. And to go deep with it. You know? Because, honestly, this is another character to DC. DC's getting another character and a whole set of characters we've never seen on the big screen. We're talking about Justice Society of America. We're getting to see that. That cannot take away. You wanted to see Hawkman? Y'all talked about Hawkman all the time? Well, here he comes. Okay? So, it didn't come in the form and fashion that we would want it. We would prefer to have seen Hawkman in Justice League. Didn't happen. But at the end of the day, sure, let's just see it, man. Let's see it, and let's see what the film brings. It's a whole different place. It's Condor. It's a whole different place. It's a whole different world. It's a world building again, like Aquaman. Right? Why I'm willing to see Black Adam versus I wasn't willing to see Aquaman, because Aquaman belonged to another regime, and that regime looked like, I didn't like that regime. Well, let me put it, they horribly botched up everything. And Aquaman was a reflection of that regime, even though Aquaman came out of a previous regime. In the case of Black Adam, it's a flip the script. Now we have a regime that seems to want to have the Snyderverse and head in that direction. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Okay? So if Black Adam, which, you remember, Dwayne The Rock Johnson was there when the original DCEU came out. Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin, what's the guy's name? The little short little guy, Kevin Hart. They did this big, I think it was MTV blast, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson came out as Superman, and Kevin Hart came out as Batman, I think it was. And it was hyping up Batman v Superman and all that. Have you guys forgotten all of that? They've been there from way back when. And they loved Batman v Superman. They loved that movie. Right? All I'm saying is, no matter what Dwayne The Rock Johnson, whether he was associated with Toby Emmerich, whether they have his own universe, where he's building up his own universe, the Shazam universe, the Black Adam universe, whatever. I don't care. My thing is this. Let me see the movie. We'll know if that movie can breed something else in Black Adam's quarter, in this court. Why not? Okay? Why not? My thing is, at the end of the day, we started with first principles. For the people who are on the front line defending BVS, after what happened with Man of Steel, we started defending as frontline defenders. Are we now to abandon the first principles from which we started and go in another direction? Now that the shoe's on the other foot, are we going to bash Black Adam before it comes out? Are we gonna bash or find all kinds of faults with Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Black Adam? You're not gonna give him a shot. He's going in there, lost already. It's an L on his record already. Is this what we're gonna do? Why don't we give the movie a shot? Give the movie a break. If you don't want to go see it, don't go see it. But at least give the movie a chance. Don't be bashing the movie. The movie ain't come out yet. You don't know what kind of movie it is. That's what I'm saying. So from the scripture, basically it's saying the first principles you came with, they're dying. You're becoming something else. What you originally were, you're no longer. You're rolling in a different kind of way now. You're letting certain values die. Don't let certain values die. Restore the Snyderverse is what we're asking for. We're not asking to cancel anything. We're fighting for something. We're not fighting to destroy something. And we need to be more, of course, fire Tommy Emmerich and fire Walter Armada. We had to say that because the evidence was there. But in this case, this is a movie we don't have the evidence. Why are we judging this movie before it comes out? That's all I'm saying. So, I'm not going to do that. I take my stand and that's it. Alright? I'm going to give this movie a shot. And again, I'm not afraid of Dwayne The Rock Johnson doing Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And then after Black Adam, if it's a major success, him wanting to try and take over the DCEU. He ain't going to do it because David Zaslav is he's an alpha. He's not going to let him do it. But what Dwayne The Rock Johnson will do is make a strong case for Shazam being in the Justice League. I'm not Shazam. Black Adam being a member of the Justice League and having to deal with that. Not member of, no. Being a foe, a formidable opponent of the Justice League. Or maybe even working with the Justice League against Darkseid. Who knows? With these anti-heroes. Deathstroke is working with Batman. Joker's working with Batman. Who knows? The possibilities, man. So all I'm saying is, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I think he loves Zack Snyder's work. Clearly he does. Alright? They're going to be coming from probably a different place, but I'm sure David Zaslav's going to link it to the Snyderverse. They're going to make sure that happens. They probably made sure that happened long before. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson knows already what's going to happen. What's going to be. And I listened to Silla Abdul. I listened to Mikey Sutton. And I feel the same way like they. I think Silla Abdul always felt that the Snyderverse would be restored. Mikey Sutton as well, from what they were hearing in the background and stuff. And I feel the same way. I feel that nothing's going to stop the Snyderverse from being restored because this was meant to be. And this is why this is why everything is happening the way it is. And we just have to keep the faith. Nothing's going to stop it from happening because we're not going to stop asking for the Snyderverse to be restored. We're never going to stop until it's restored. So why are we worried about a movie that, as if it's a threat, just like how BVS was a threat to Civil War, which is why most of the people who were promoting BVS and most of the people who enjoyed BVS and had to defend it, we knew why we were going in on a losing slate because people made up their minds after hearing media and bloggers and all these people berate BVS and they hadn't even seen the movie. Okay? So all I'm saying to you is don't do that. Don't repeat history. Don't be on the other side of history like a hypocrite. You know what I mean? If you're not going to go see it, don't go see it. If you're not interested in seeing it, say you're not interested. But to boycott Warner Brothers and cancel this movie, stop it. Stop that. That's destructive behavior. That is toxic behavior. It is toxic. Right? Fans asking for what they want, fans asking for something they love, is totally different to fans saying boycott Warner Brothers. I never said that. I never used that hashtag. Never once. I said, suck it, Warner Brothers. I used that. I said, fire Toby Emmerich. I said, fire Walter Mata. Yes, I did. But the evidence was there. They were incompetent. So at that point in time, obviously. But the right one's on the wall already. So I'm so happy that they're gone. But it's toxic when you have no evidence. What do you have about the movie? You don't know what Black Adam's about. Most of you don't even know who Black Adam is. So give the movie a shot. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. And stop being so nitpicky and stupid. That's the same way that people behave with BVS. Nitpicky and stupid. Stop it. And let's truly, if you don't want to see the movie, don't go see it. But don't bad talk something that you're not interested in. Just don't do it. Just leave it alone. A lot of people in the Snyderverse are absolutely 100% correct. Most of y'all are not toxic like that. Most of y'all look at how people play both sides, like with the Batgirl thing. Now they want to release the Batgirl cut or some kind of shit like that, but they wasn't pushing for the Snyder cut. That's hypocrisy. I understand that. That's not being toxic. When you point out that somebody is being hypocritical, that's not being toxic. When you tell the truth, that's not being toxic. When you stand up for principle, that's not being toxic. But when you are starting to do what other fans out there is doing, other toxic fans out there doing, saying cancel this film, or and you're just hypercritical on anything that whatever Dwayne The Rock Johnson says, even if he's talking a ball of crap, you're on his ass. Is that necessary, man? From what I heard, Zack Snyder, according to Mikey Sutton, said that Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Black Adam is in the DCEU, according to Mikey Sutton. Alright? So, obviously, Zack Snyder is rooting for Black Adam to succeed, like almost any movie. Zack Snyder is rooting for all of them. Zack Snyder was rooting for Wonder Woman 84, even though it wasn't, he was able to say something positive about it, which was really nice. He's rooting for these movies to succeed because guess what? Guess what? The universe was started by him, and these movies are in his universe. And the only way a universe is going to be successful is if the directors take the content in that universe and make successful movies. You got to understand that. Patty was maligned by Warner Brothers when they put Wonder Woman to stream at the same freaking time that it was in the cinema. They did that to Christopher Nolan as well. And Patty was pissed. Patty was pissed. Alright? So all I'm saying is, you gotta understand that, yeah, if you're not interested in the movie, who cares? Like, I wasn't interested in Batgirl. I'm not really interested in Black Adam, but there is interest there, obviously. Which is why I think I need to go see it. Because I have a feeling, and generally my feelings are usually correct. Sometimes I'm wrong. But I have a feeling it's going to be good. It's going to be a hit. It's going to do well. Just like the Batman. The Batman did well. It's a solid film. I didn't watch it, but it's a solid film. I know the director, and the director's a solid director. Matt Reeves. It was a solid film. I'm sure it was. Would it have been anything like Ben Affleck's The Batman? I don't think so. I don't think it would have been as that. Well, it certainly wasn't as anticipated. You know, there's some people who are Batman fans, so once you say Batman, they're gonna show up for the movie, and if it's good, but they're gonna blow it out of proportion, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I'm sure it was a solid movie. I've seen Matt Reeves work, so I know he's a solid director. So I'm not gonna bash Matt Reeves and say, oh, the Batman was junk. Of course not. Right? I expect it to be a good. I believe it's down my line of movies, and I'll probably go watch it. I'll probably go watch it soon. And I have a good bead on it. I think Matt Reeves is a good director, so I have a feeling I would enjoy that movie. Um, but I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I'm telling you, man. I got a feeling he gonna hit a home run with this one, and good for him. Good for him. If he takes the advice, has done the reshoots. Maybe Henry Cavill's in there as well, and maybe something linked to the Justice League is in there. He gonna hit a home run because once the Snyder Cut fandom gets behind him, which I believe they will, because I just feel this is the kind of movie we want to see. I might be wrong. I might go in there and it's crap, you know. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. All right. Um. Yeah. So I'm not gonna bash the movie. I'm not gonna bash. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't judge the movie. I'm not gonna bash. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't judge the movie. But I think that's one that's gonna get me in the cinema to sit down because I think David Zaslav and they. I think I want to see. I'm very curious about particularly the direction David Zaslav and they are gonna be with this movie because the movie started off and it was. I remember it was. I think the second trailer they had a hee hee ha ha moment. The first preview got me stoked. I was like, God damn, this. All the other trailers were shit, but this trailer, where they were shooting him up and he grabbed the guy, he electrified him and blew him up. He went to skull and bones and then fell down on the ground. And he rose up and they were shooting at him, and I was like, God damn. I'm like, I kind of dig it. I mean, it's not poetic motion. I ain't gonna say no more about that. But it looked all right. It looked solid. So I'm very interested in the direction David Zaslav and they're going with this movie. No hee hee ha ha jokes, no winding up the window, and hopefully no. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. CG wasn't so good either, and all that stuff. But we'll see. I mean, Black Adam was the best trailer out of all the trailers. The time when the first trailer that came out, it was the best in all of them. Everything else was like meh. So I think I'm looking forward to that more than anything else. I wasn't looking forward to the Flash. Now I'm kind of curious and looking forward to the Flash as well because of the changes they're doing and they keep on trying to fix it up, patch it up. So that could be a good thing. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. You know, uh, hopefully. And then Aquaman, hopefully that turns out good too. That turns out all right. You know what I mean? That turns out good because I mean, if DC gets back into the home run business, David Zaslav and they, doing all the groundwork to make that happen, that'll be great. That'll be great. And I'm rooting for them to win, so we could get the Snyderverse and get Justice League 2. Whatever kind of version of Justice League 2 it turns out to be. I don't care. I just want to see it. And I hope it's Zack Snyder handling it. And I don't mind having a Man of Steel solo movie before that, and with Zack Snyder handling it with Henry Cavill. Man, I would love that. I would love that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be Zack Snyder, but I'm just saying I hope it's Zack Snyder or somebody really good because Zack Snyder. I've watched Man of Steel. Man of Steel's a bad movie, man. So much to that. We're gonna break that down in time. But I just had to put this out there. I had to put this out there because, I'm not saying people are wrong for saying that shit. I don't want to see it. Nothing wrong with that. But me personally, I ain't trying to proactively boycott Warner Brothers or cancel Black Adam. Me personally, I'm not trying to do that. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say. I'm going to catch you guys later. I am Christ, I am disciple. Don't forget what you started with. Let's try and make it to the end. Let's try to make it to the finish line, and that goes for the Christian as well. And it's tough, man, but you gotta try and stick with it. I'm gonna catch you guys there. Peace.